欢迎来到我今天的学习汉语教程这个是我的第一个教程你会说辅导班so welcome to my today's first tutorial in Chinese and this is my first Chinese tutorial on YouTube. Okay, so let's go. So today I'm so happy because I'm in front of the camera for all of you and just for making a short tutorial, about learning Chinese. So let's go. I'm gonna share my screen. Then you can actually, you can realize that what we are gonna learn. So you are watching my screen, right? Like this one, maybe. Oh, let's start. Okay. So actually, what is written by me on my screen? Have you any idea, guys? Yes. Okay. So 欢迎来到我们今天的中文学习班。So I wrote the translation here in the below of the screen, and you can see, welcome to our today's learning Chinese class, right? So today actually we can start our Chinese class, but before starting the Chinese class, we need to know some points actually about the Chinese, right? So why we need to learn Chinese, or why I should choose Chinese language, or how many words are there, or how many letters, how many, how can I do this? How can I grave the Chinese language, or how can I be fluent in Chinese language, right? So yes, let me clear to all of you all the questions, right? And so let's move on. So how many Chinese kinds, Chinese, that means Mandarin. We all know that Chinese, that means Mandarin. In this world, 1.6 billion people, approximately 1.6 billion people speak the Chinese language as their first language, So majority percent of the world in this planet, right? So Chinese language, you can realize that how much important to learn Chinese language in our Bangladesh, because we have a lot of Chinese projects, right? Projects, and Chinese people are working on their projects, right? And we have the opportunity to include ourselves to them, right? And we can get a lot of jobs in their company. So if we want to work with them, then we must know about the Chinese language, because they speak Chinese. So if I don't know the Chinese language, so how can I communicate with them, right? So let's start, everybody. Mandarin and Standard Chinese, or 普通话. Third one is 普通话. Okay, we need to do this one. 普通话, this one, right? 普通话. What is the 普通话? 普通话, that means native Chinese, right? That's a kind of Chinese, and like you people are from Bangladesh, right? So you speak Bengali. So you are the Bangladeshi native people, and you love to speak Bengali and you love to use Bengali sentence or Bengali words, and you loved it, right? So actually, 普通话, that means what Chinese people love to speak as a Chinese, right? So 普通话, if you want to learn about 普通话, then you need to go to the China. But here, from this country, I mean, from Bangladesh, you can learn Mandarin, right? So 普通话 is the raw Chinese. How the native Chinese people are using their language is 普通话. Mandarin, that means standard Mandarin, right? Mandarin. But if you know about the Mandarin, or if you're expert in Mandarin, then you can communicate with the Chinese people because that is standard Chinese. Okay. 汉语. Fourth one is 汉语. I mean this one. 汉语. 汉语. That means Chinese also. So if I say 如果我说like hey 我是方准我学习汉语正在我说汉语 so hey আমি সুমন আমি সুমন আমি চাইনিজ শিখছি এবং চাইনিজেই বলছি সো এটাকে আমি চাইনিজে বললাম সো what is actually oral language, right? I mean, speaking, that's called 汉语. 汉语. Speaking plus Chinese, writing plus reading, all the package like 中文. Okay. So let's move on to the next page actually. Okay, let's see how many Chinese characters are there in Chinese language. So here you are watching on my screen like how many Chinese characters are there? The same questions. So let's read. The chart of generally utilized characters of modern Chinese defines the 7,000 characters, right? If you think this number is high, you will be shocked to hear that according to the Great Compendium of Chinese Character or Hanyu, the Zedian, that means Zedian, that means a dictionary, right? Hanyu, the Zedian Chinese dictionary, the number of existing characters is actually 54,678, guys. But if you're the kind of the person that loves a challenge, then there's the Dictionary of Chinese variant form. 中华字海. 中华字海. This word, also called the 一体字字典, contains definition for 106,230 Chinese characters. Can you imagine? 1 lakh plus Chinese characters. But there is no Chinese letters, but some radicals, right? Because, okay, so let's see who are thinking that like, hey, there are a lot of Chinese characters. So how can I grave all the characters together and how can I be fluent in Chinese? Please, no need to worry about it because I'm going to tell you the strange thing, how you can be fluent in Chinese and how you can learn Chinese in a short time. But there is no shortcut, right? Because if you need to learn Chinese, then you need to do more hard work, right? So let's move on. How many Chinese characters do you need to learn? Let's see the questions. How many characters? So a few characters. I mean, maybe 3%, just 3 to 4% of the Chinese characters. If you learn all the 3 to 4% Chinese characters, then you can be the fluent speaker in Chinese or you can communicate with the Chinese people, right? So because there are some exams, right? Exam level like HSK-01, HSK-2, HSK-3, like that. Okay, so till HSK-6, yeah, HSK-6. Okay, let's see some. Yeah, okay, the great questions. Okay, these questions is the last questions for the day, right? Actually, how Chinese characters created, right? Actually, Chinese language it has four four things together, right? Number one, initial. Number one is initial, like what you are watching here. And number two is final. And number three is tone. And number four is syllable, pin in. Got it? Pin in. Pin in, that means the romanization of the Chinese language, right? It's just make you understand with an easy way, right? Because we don't know about Chinese language and we can't be able to read Chinese language without pin in, right? You need to learn pin in. So initials, that means in if I say in Bengali, like how to say, Banjon Borno, right? Banjon Borno, initials, or like vowel and consonant, right? It's created by consonants, right? N, H, T, all the consonants here, right? Okay. Number two is final. So what is the final in Chinese? Final, that means you can say vowel in English. So just have a look here. I, A, O, A, right? All of the letters are vowels, right? So basically, finals created with vowels, all the vowels, right? Initials in Chinese, we can get 21 initials together and maybe 38, more than 38 finals, right? So tone, how many tones in Chinese? Just five. I repeat, just five tones in Chinese. Number one, first tone, second tone, third tone, fourth tone, and neutral tone, right? Okay, we are going to learn all the things in our next video, inshallah. Okay, so what is syllable? Syllable, that means pin in. Pin in, you can see pin in, right? And pin in, okay? Pin in. So pin in, এটা হচ্ছে চীনা ভাষার যে শব্দগুলো সেগুলো তো আমরা দেখে সাথে সাথে বুঝতে পারবো না। So how to pronounce, how to exact pronunciation of the Chinese character, ওই ব্যাপারটাকে যে সিম্বলাইজ করে আমাদেরকে দেখায় ইংরেজি লেটার, not exactly English letter, it's a romanization, right? So এই টোন এবং ফাইনাল, ইনিশিয়ালস এগুলোকে ব্যবহার করে কিভাবে সেটাকে উচ্চারণ করব সেটা যেগুলো আমাদেরকে দেখায় সেটাই হচ্ছে পিন ইন সিলেবল বলে আমরা সেটাকে। ওকে, so thank you so very much for being with me, and I will tell you exceptional and important things about Chinese next time with the next video, inshallah. So keep me in your prayer. Okay, and I'll see you next time, inshallah, with the next video. Bye-bye. Please subscribe my channel. Don't forget to subscribe my channel and like the video if you like it. If you got something from this video, please subscribe my channel, like the video, and share for others, right? Okay, love and bye-bye. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah.